Good morning. Welcome to Time Out with Sports Adda. Good morning, Arun. Bangalore, other Bangalore won yesterday, so they must be really thrilled.
I knew this was coming, Akhil. Morning. Yeah, I was expecting this right at the top. One of the Reds had to win. Yeah, I wanted Bangalore to win yesterday, but glad Punjab got the better of them. Was a good match, and the first half was as predicted, I would say. We spoke about KL Rahul yesterday that he likes to score against Bangalore and kind of make a point
Hmm.
when Virat Kohli is on the field, and he did that. Was slow at the start before he
Hmm.
accelerated and finished unbeaten in 91. There was a bit of a blitz from Chris Gale and Harpreet Brar at the end, took them to 179. Bangalore wasn't really in the chase at all. Once they lost Virat, AB, and Maxwell cheaply, that was it. They ended up losing by 34 runs. 145 for 8 was what they got.
Yeah, with not a typical T20 innings from Rahul yesterday. Started slow, as you said, but the way he
Hmm.
accelerated in the end, I think Bangalore missed the
Hmm.
plot by not really bowling well to him. I think they let him get away,
Hmm.
and I think Virat Kohli spoke about it in the post match also. They must be
Hmm.
disappointed, right, that the bowling attack, which was shaping up so well, let Rahul get away once again. I think he's gone three
Hmm.
innings now unbeaten against Bangalore.
Correct. We spoke about this yesterday, right? Yeah. Uh, look. You can make as many plans as you want sitting in the dugout. Your analysts can throw you a dozen things. Your coach can tell you a dozen things. But at the end of the day, it's what the captain does on the field that's critical, right? And that's the decisive thing. And which is where at times people start talking about, is Rohit Sharma a better reader of the game, particularly in T20, right? Is MS Dhoni is a proven champion. We know that, but which is where people start asking, should there have been a change in tactics? Daniel Sam's first over was outstanding, right?
Brilliant.
He was taken off after 2 overs. Uh, when Gale got in, why did they give Chahal a bowl? It's baffling. Like a left-hander, like a powerful batsman like a Chris Gale, Chahal's low on confidence. Some decision making just didn't make sense to me.
Yeah, I agree with what you're saying, but yesterday for Punjab, it was like a dream come true in terms of the bowling attack, isn't it?
Hmm.
Riley Meredith striking, and oh yeah, we have the bowling card here, and this is
Hmm.
like a super bowling attack. The young spinners coming to the fore yesterday must be
Hmm.
really heartening for a coach who's been such a big spinner for India.
Right. It's really good to see that. Obviously the highlight was Harpreet Brar who picked up those three big wickets. How often have we seen this? But look at the others. Meredith's picked up a wicket. Shami's picked up a wicket. Ravi Bishnoi has been super impressive in the competition. 2 wickets. Chris Jordan's picked up a wicket. Deepak Hooda went wicketless, but he was just a filler there. But you're right. Everybody who was well, almost everybody who had a job to do did it. Riley Meredith was a weak link for me, but he picked up a wicket too. He bowled quick. He was good. Hit the right areas. Went for a few runs once in a while, but that's okay. That's part of T20. The spinners were really impressive.
I mean, this must be a dream come true for the young left arm spinner, isn't it? These are like probably the three most important wickets that you can get in the whole league. And
Absolutely.
I just when I was watching the game yesterday, Arun, and I've seen this with a lot of young sports persons, not necessarily cricketers. Also, is after such a big high, once they go back, obviously it's a great feeling, and they want to enjoy it with family and friends. I just hope the people around him, especially the social media team of the team and all, na,
Hmm.
they don't like really they don't let him get away from the game. They shouldn't do too many interviews and put out everything from his past and all. Just let him focus on the game for the next 6 7 matches. I always worry when I see youngsters get some breakthrough performance like that.
Yeah.
If it was in my team, I would just protect him. Just say that, boss, you stay with Anil Kumble, stay with a Mayank, stay with a KL Rahul. Keep your level headed, and you
Yeah.
have to do more. It can't be just one-off game.
You're absolutely right. These kind of look. T20 is such a game that where you can have your good days. Like, I mean, you can bowl mediocrely and have your good days. But yesterday, I'm not saying Harpreet bowled badly yesterday. I mean, he hit the leg stump once, he hit the off stump once, and you had AB de Villiers got an extra cover. So I'm not saying he bowled badly, but you're right. He picked up those 3 wickets, but now is the time to stay grounded. You can't be a flash in the pan performer. Um, who takes the next step is guy who does things or picks up wickets day in and day out. And
Yeah.
I strongly believe this is one of the two franchises in this league where they keep things grounded. Uh, Rajasthan being the other. Uh, they're not too glamorous, no, not too glitzy. So I think Harpreet is in safe hands.
Chalo, that's good. But before we move on to today's game, there was one very heartwarming tweet yesterday from Yuvraj Singh, where he praised Harpreet and how he's come through the state systems again against like people who were not supportive at that time, and that is really nice to see, because Yuvraj was like a mentor to the Punjab team last year. He must have seen
Yeah.
this guy work hard in the nets, and it's always nice when people like that get results. And he's also tagged Harbhajan Singh and said thank you for your support.
Yeah, I mean there was a tweet from Harbhajan as well, but you're right. I mean, uh, Harpreet Brar, from what I've picked up, what I've read, uh, I think he did he trial for other teams as well, or did he trial for Punjab itself many years ago? Uh, but this is a story of perseverance. You keep trying, and eventually, there was also, here's what I'm reading. He decided to migrate to Canada, but a last moment call up by his local IPL franchisee has breathed new life into his cricketing ambitions. So this guy already, I mean, almost never made it to the league, but you're right. Uh, Years of perseverance and keep toiling hard in the nets and never give up, which is what we need now. Akhil, don't give up. What's happening around us, people, please don't give up.
Absolutely spot on. And this was one feel good story. And I'd like to move on to another feel good match coming up today. I clearly know which side you are in today, but this is the big one, isn't it?
This is the biggest of them all, isn't it? In the league, this is absolutely the mother and father of all contests. I mean, these numbers, Akhil. I'll just read out these numbers to you. The head-to-head between Mumbai and Chennai before 2015, it was 9 matches apiece, right? This was, and since 2015, it's 9 matches to Mumbai and 3 to Chennai. So in effect, this is kind of telling you how the power, or how the trophy shifted. Till about 2014, I think Chennai was the powerhouse. I mean, they'd won trophies. I mean, they've made the playoffs consistently, yes, but it just shows you how the transitions happen. Uh, Mumbai since then have won what, 13, 15, 17, 19, 20? Is that their titles? So
Yeah.
that those numbers are reflective of pretty much what's happened in the league.
And the reason for that is because the captaincy shift happened in 2014, I think, when Rohit took over the
2013 was it,
captaincy.
or 2013 was it? 2014. Yeah.
Yeah, that's 2013. I think was Harbhajan led them to that Champions Trophy and Champions League and
Champions
all. I
League.
think,
Yeah. Yeah.
and 2014 I think is when Rohit took over completely,
Yeah.
and that's when the results have started to flow for them. And
Yeah.
obviously, to win a league, you have to dominate teams which are being able to compete with you, and that is
Mm,
what Mumbai have done pretty well.
mm.
It's amazing to see this kind of consistency. This is almost it takes me back to the Mumbai Ranji Trophy days, isn't it? When Mumbai used to be the Dada of Indian cricket, and that is how Mumbai Indians have also now been able to put themselves across. And huge credit to Rohit Sharma. And this is again a battle of captains, Arun. Whatever they say, it's about wits and it's about the. See, you have already have the stats for that.
These are there's no two ways about it. Two of the best T20 captains going around in the world as well. I mean,
Hmm.
Virat Kohli fans might not like this, but hey, look, the numbers speak for themselves. And while both these players have won titles for their respective teams, Rohit's won the T20 League, Indian T20 League trophies. MS has also done that. MS has won the World Cup for India. So these are absolutely two of the best. not just because of these numbers. It's not just about the 59.5% win percent for Rohit and 59.3 win percent for MS, but it's about the titles they won. It's about what they do on the field, the bowling changes. We spoke about this a little while earlier about why Virat did that, but it's about the small thing. It's about backing youngsters. It's about remaining patient, right? These are qualities that you see in both of these players. We've seen that with Rohit. We've seen that with MS Dhoni for years. So outstanding captain, and that's the battle I'm looking forward to today. It's these 1% moves that could decide the game. So I'm looking at who's going to get those more 1% moves right.
Absolutely, and if you look at it, Arun, Dhoni has lost two finals so close to Mumbai.
Mm,
One for the Pune team and one
Pune.
in Chennai when Malinga bowled that last. So
Mm,
it's not like I mean on titles, yes, it looks like Mumbai has won like a lot more titles. But
mm.
if you remember, the margins were 1 run, 2 runs, three
Yeah,
runs.
yeah.
So it's a very fine margin, and obviously stats will not show that. But I just hope Chennai fight back. Last time I think they beat Mumbai the first match.
Mm.
But yeah, that's looking forward to really a good contest now. And
Yeah, I mean, this is, like I said, the mother and father of all contests.
what is the key point, key bowler that we should look at now? Who's the
Before
guy who
getting
can
to a
make a
bowler,
difference?
before getting to a bowler, Akhil, I want to talk about one massive change between in the two teams from last season to this season. Uh, the problem with Mumbai this season's been that they're not scoring boundaries. This was a problem that Chennai had last season. And I'll
Hmm.
just throw you some numbers, right? Comparing last season and this season. Look at
Hmm.
Chennai's boundary percentage this year. It's 63.4. Last season, it was 54.9. So that's a gain of 8.5%, right? Look
Hmm.
at what's happened to Mumbai. They're down the list. It's 51.3%, just over half their runs and boundaries this season.
Hmm.
62.5% in boundaries last season. So that's 11% drop in runs coming through boundaries. And that kind of tells you where the team stand right now.
Yeah.
Chennai
Yeah.
are top the list, and that
Hmm.
that those numbers are pretty much there. Chennai are topping the list because they're scoring more boundaries. Mumbai are catching up because they haven't been the same force as last year.
No, this is a very interesting one, and it shows when your biggest boundary hitters, the Hardik and the Pollards, when
Hmm.
they have not delivered big numbers. Ishan Kishan has not delivered the sixes for them. So
Hmm.
I mean, this is a very interesting stat.
Hmm. So yeah, I mean, that's one issue that Mumbai have. The one other issue that Mumbai have, where Chennai seem to have found a fix, is the opening partnership. Let's just look at the opening partnership of these teams this season.
Hmm.
Mumbai have gone 24, 10, 55, 9, 7, and 49. But look at Chennai: 7, 24, 25, 115, 74, and 129. So, while Chennai have gone well, Mumbai have to address that issue. It was good that Quinton de Kock got among the runs in the last game, but
Yeah.
can they continue? Can they build on that? Can they do what Chennai are doing? Chennai have
Hmm.
got three big partnerships in a row. Can Mumbai do that as well?
Yeah, and what I found most of impressive about Chennai is that they were getting momentum in the power play. So while
Hmm.
Quinton de Kock got his runs yesterday, it was not really a challenge for him to score at a very high run rate.
Hmm.
And that is still going to be a challenge because neither Rohit nor Quinton de Kock have been able to get Mumbai off to a flyer
Hmm.
and just gain momentum so that Surya just can come and continue, or whoever Ishan Kishan comes in, they can just continue. Uh,
The question is, do they play Ishan Kishan? I mean, last game they went with Coulter Nile. Do they bring him back now?
So I was going to bring this up with you. I think they should play Coulter-Nile. I think the Chennai batsmen do not necessarily like pace.
Hmm.
Yeah, he'll be a hit the length, and with Bumrah, Bolt, and him putting them on the back foot, I think it'll be a good one for them to keep a extra bowler like Coulter-Nile.
There's Suresh Raina, there's Moeen Ali if he comes back. I don't know if they love the short pitch delivery, so it's going to be a good
Raidu,
contest. Raidu as well, correct. I mean, nobody loves the short pitch deliveries, but more so these three guys, they just don't want it.
correct, and I'm sure Bumrah is going to give them like a lot of short balls today, isn't it?
Bumrah, I mean, this guy's a champion, man. Look at these numbers in this league, in this season. His economy, he doesn't have wickets. Let's not look. This is what stats don't necessarily tell you the story. Uh,
Hmm.
5 wickets only. But look at that economy rate of 5.91. Looking just by those set of numbers are impressive, right? But look at the column on the right. Over 17 to 20, his economy is 6.54, Akhil, this season.
Amazing, amazing. And these are like times when his team is not doing well, and he's still able to hold a performance like that. He's just brilliant. I think that's where I think the matches will turn when the batsmen in the opposite team, the batters, will be able to take on Bumrah and Bolt. Bolt has also been impressive in the death, but these kind of numbers are just amazing.
Oh, I just have to add a couple of quick things here. One is Bumrah doesn't feel the pressure, right? You know, there are certain bowlers you can actually sense pressure on them. You can read their faces and say this guy's feeling the pressure. They sweat a lot. With Bumrah, there's no pressure on his face. He's almost saying, "I won the challenge. Throw the
Hmm.
ball to me. I'll run in. I know it's under control." Right? Also, to do it day in and day out so effectively, so consistently, is a hallmark of a champion. And I'll just compare him with one other player we've spoken about in the past, Harshil Patel. We raved about him in the first 5 games, right? I mean, credit to the guy for what he did. The conditions were, to his liking. He
Hmm.
picked up those wickets, but look what's happening now. When the conditions are not to his liking, he's going for runs. But
Hmm.
with Bumrah, there's no question of conditions whatsoever. Throw in any batsman, any pitch, whatever the match situation, chances are 9 out of 10 times he'll give you those quiet overs.
Amazing. It's like we're not missing, Mumbai is not missing Malinga. And to have found a champion bowler of a similar stature,
Hmm.
and he's Indian, so it's amazing.
Yeah. I'm
All right.
waiting for that contest. Bumrah's 4 overs today. I'm just going to be glued to the TV.
Same here. That's something that I'm looking forward to, and I look forward to Dhoni hitting him for a couple of sixes, because that's one battle
Hopefully.
which is which is not really taken off, because that's a battle that we'd love to see. So Chennai for you today then?
Obviously, Chennai. Just jumping in one last thing, Akhil. You spoke about contests. The contest last night, Shami bowling to a Virat Kohli, I thought was mouth watering.
Hmm.
Even if it was just for a couple of deliveries, all their quicks bowling to Virat Kohli, I loved it. I loved every minute of it.
Absolutely. So looking forward to watching more of contests today. And Chennai for you, I'm going with Mumbai. Let's see what happens, and I'll see you again tomorrow.
Speak to you then.